This is a 1971 Benelli Hurricane. 65cc two-stroke. Automatic 2-speed. It's the first time I've taken it out in the desert. It's a better dirt bike than my Honda Express, which is a little 50cc street scooter, but that's really not saying a lot. It's kind of squirrely. Doesn't have a lot of takeoff power. It's fun. It's better than no little dirt bike, but just got a spring right here for the Kickstarter. Now the Kickstarter, it would drag down. I had to tie it up with this bungee before. It would grind internally. I fixed the kickstand. Kickstand works now. It had no spark when I got it. You could tell people have been messing with this bike for years trying to get it up. It's just all kinds of crap rigged up on it. I've had to fix a lot of things, find bolts, find nuts. I don't think it ran for a long time. The way people had it all wired up and stuff. I put a new condenser, new points. But too bad the seat got left out in the sun. This tape I put on doesn't seem to want to stick. I'd like to keep that. But it does run. It's the oldest bike I've ever had. I've never seen one before. I've heard of Benelli making a few bikes. Like they used to have a 6-cylinder street bike, inline 6. Kind of like that Honda CBX 1000. But I've never seen one of these mini bikes before. The lights don't work. The lights are like tied to the ignition in a weird way. I think I'm just not gonna put lights on it. The speedometer works. I don't remember if the odometer works or not. Brakes work. I've got gasket set coming for it and the oil seals. It seems like it burns a little transmission oil. It smells like it's burning oil. It is. It doesn't smell like a two-stroke. And then here, there's transmission oil in here, and I'm sure the old seal's leaking, so I got a seal kit coming for it. The carburetor it came with was one of these. It didn't have the original carb. It's just a little Chinese knockoff of a Delordo carburetor. $18 off Amazon. Seems to work. The tank wasn't too bad. Well, got some nice traction now that it's rained after like 2 years. The desert's nice and green. Weeds growing everywhere. Some places it's covered in weeds. It's pretty cool. She's been trying to follow me. And these are these horrible goat heads. Puncture vine. I hate this stuff. It's not native. And it's just covering the whole town. And now it's gotten out into the desert. And covering large parts of the desert. And this stuff will have these thorns on them. Your seed pods are like caltrops. Like those metal nail things that you throw on the Romans or other people. It's been used through all the history to throw on the ground in a horse so somebody will step on them and stab them. Well, that's how these little seed pods are on these things, and they last for years. The seeds can lay dormant for 10 years. And when I was a kid, you'd never find them out in the desert. Now everywhere you go, they're from like Iran, Pakistan, India. There's places out here it's just covered in, it looks like a carpet. Not too bad right here. And then we get the daughter vine, which is a parasitic plant that has, is this some of it? Yeah, right here. This one's kind of thin, but this is an actual plant that's a parasite. And it gets on these other plants and just spreads everywhere. It'll be green one week, and then the next week it'll be a kind of an orangish yellow. Just completely swamps all the other plants. I don't know if that one's native or not. One last thing, this seat's pretty weird. It has springs in it. Instead of like cushioning, There's a whole bunch of springs under this leather. I've never seen anything like that before. I don't know. And if you can see that, oh, the muffler's hot. But it's just, the leather's on top of springs. It feels like you're riding on a 2x4.